Hello everyone. Welcome to your Schmoe. So I did not know we had a new intro, and I'm just really happy because that's made me smile so much. That was all Ben. So Ben, thank you so much for that. That really made my day. That was awesome. That's
I
just
knew
brought a
about it.
massive. Oh, I didn't know. That's brought a massive smile to my face. Thank you, Ben. I don't know. Was it you as well, Teresa?
No, he did everything. He just sent it to me to confirm that everything's fine, and
Oh,
he
Ben,
wanted it to be a surprise.
that's awesome. That's really made me smile. Thanks so much for that.
Thank you,
What
Ben.
a
I'm
great
so
intro
glad you
we have
liked it
now.
because I lost a lot of confidence doing that. I was really worried about that.
Oh no, Ben, that is so cool. Like, thank you. That's really made my day. I was feeling a little bit under the weather, and that's really perked me up. So, thank you,
Awesome.
man. That was awesome. Yeah. So we are. I'm flustered now because that's blown me away a bit. We are the Euroschmo, so we are the European-based. Well, we're not official, but I'm acting as if we are. But I've lost my words. I'm just blown away by that intro from Ben. That was just so awesome. Yeah, so we are European Schmodown after show talk show. We meet every Sunday around 8 p.m. UK time, and we talk all things Schmodown, all the matches, go through them, recap them. And the idea is, hopefully, it's at a time which is better for everyone. I apologise for that noise. I think it's my washing machine's having a fit, so just try to ignore that. And yeah, it was a really fun week. We had lots of tournament matches, and we got to see another live match at the Cantina, which I'm sure we'll get to later. And that was a really awesome match. So, how you doing, guys? How are you, Teresa?
I'm fine. I'm very happy about what Ben did. Thank you, Ben. You're amazing. I'm kind of sad that Matt isn't on, so he didn't get to be surprised with DM because I was blown away when he sent it to me. So I love you, Ben. Thank you for doing this. And I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm not feeling my best because I drank a lot this week. So don't do that. That's it. Ben, how are you?
I'm good. I'm all good. I'm just glad that you guys liked it. Yeah, put a lot of effort into it, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
No, it was so awesome. And Ben is our techno wizard on Euroschmo. So you are the Q. Is that the right one in Bond
So,
of the Euroschmo?
Yep.
I think that's
sounds like a
definitely
really cool DJ name. Techno Wizard. Okay. Yeah. That's
well,
where I am at right now. My mind is not.
Yeah, you definitely
doing
drunk a lot
so
this
well.
weekend. Shall we crack on with the matches of the week then? And we'll start with the IG tournament match, which was a bit of an unknown coming into it because we had Ethan Irwin, who we've never seen play in IG before. So we were all really excited to see what he could do. We've seen Paul Oyama before a few times. He played in last year's tournament and he had a very good showing against Chance. He did lose, but it was very competitive. And obviously Chance then went on to win the whole thing. So losing to Chance wasn't exactly a terrible loss. It was a hard-fought match. So
It was
I guess
really, really close.
yeah, it was
so
really
close.
tight, wasn't it? And we know Paul has got a good overall knowledge. So the sort of, I guess, the odds-on favourite would be to go for Paul just because we have some more experience. And didn't quite pan out that way this one. Now the techno wizard below saw this one coming. So Ben, why don't you kick us off?
I was surprised by the TKO. I did not expect the TKO at all. I did expect Ethan Irwin to do really well. He's been studying this year. As I said, if he spun Star Trek, he was gonna kick butt, and he spun Star Trek and he kicked butt. So that was kind of where my head was there. And maybe Matt's curse isn't quite broken yet. Who knows?
I'm not actually sure it's a curse anymore. I just think suspects are just doing
On
so
a
well.
roll, aren't they?
And it happens sometimes. Like, Stars had a big break last year. Like, it's sometimes the factions are doing really well, sometimes they don't. Swag, damn it. Like,
Yeah.
I
And I
really
agree
like.
with Leo's pick on that.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk about this because I love X-Men movies, even the ones that people don't normally like the second or the third in the original saga. I really like them, and I didn't know answers to any of these questions. I had
Same.
no idea. It was mostly quotes
Mm.
from X-Men movies. Quotes like yeah. I get it. I know, like, they were asked about a lot in prior seasons, so you have to make up something. But that was tough. Like, I think almost any other category, Paul would do much better. I actually had him like a dark horse to win the whole thing. So, and like I said, I
Me.
really, I really, I
Didn't
really,
fan
really
out.
I really like Ethan, but I felt like he has enough already this season. Like, I was like, you have the title, you have, and Paul keeps playing so well, and it isn't happening for him. And I really like him, so I really wasn't happy about this match. I was really sad after what happened. I wanted to say a funny anecdote. In my fantasy league, we have a person who wanted to trade Ethan in April for like almost any IG or Star Wars players, and I didn't take it. And I'm so stupid. Like, I would be winning the whole thing. So yeah, I think they're very happy they kept him. Yeah, that's that. Like, it's everything is going for Ethan. I don't know. Maybe he even beats Parker. Like, when he got the starter category, I was like, oh damn, oh no, like, this is he might win. Star Trek is his thing. It's like if Damon got Star Wars, so it's just, yeah. Like, you can be mad because even Ethan didn't seem happy about him winning in the end. He was like, but I know Paul is a better IG player, and
I think he
it's
wasn't happy
bittersweet.
about the TKO.
Yeah, he's just such a nice dude, and he makes the best movies. So I can't be mad about him winning at all. It just sucks that it's again like people I really really love, like Dan and now Paul, and I know Lightning Time is Ben's like favorite, but I really want Final Exam to win that now because Paul needs this. So yeah. Said about the outcome of the match, especially the TKO. Like, Swag is the team that needs a -1 now, really. So that's
Thomas should do.
Thank you, Thomas, representing the suspects on behalf of Matt today.
yeah. You're doing so well, guys. Damn it.
Yeah, it's so funny. You mentioned your dark pick for the tournament. I mentioned it on air on the show last week that I thought Poriyama was going to win the whole IG tournament. Didn't quite work out as I was hoping. I wasn't expecting a TKO, a bit like you said, Ben. But Ethan played reasonably well in round one. Like, what was he? 7 points, I think, or
He
8.
had 6.
Okay, 6. Which is not too bad. Like, that's if IG, that's okay. It's not great, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah, for his first time.
Yeah, you like, and obviously he then got his probably the spinner's choice for him, Star Trek. Now, he was so open about. He said, "There's things on here that if I get, I'm gonna suck," and he was so honest about it, which was actually very refreshing.
Yes,
because we usually get the whole, "Oh well, if I do get this category, I'll be fine, but I'm gonna spin again because." I think there's better things on the wheel, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine if I get it. But he was like, no, there's only about 3 on here, which I think I can do well on. I want Star Trek. I got Star Trek, and then he smashed it because it's his specialist. So I liked his honesty. It was quite funny. And I think there was no pressure on him on this match, which really helped him. He probably wasn't expecting to win. it's not his main game. IG he's basically into it because Amaru can't play, and Whittenman couldn't do it because of schedule, according to Sam. Although I'm not so sure on that.
I think I actually think that's true. Like I don't think he was
Probably is
making it
true.
up. Because Jacob got better, like from the first match to the second match, he probably would do better in his third.
True, but as I said, there's no pressure on Ethan.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
he just had fun. He was
Good
clearly
feedback.
having fun, and that probably helped because he maybe felt like he could just go for it when he wanted to, and he got it right. If maybe he wasn't sure on things.
I will
and
say,
Paul
Thomas,
tried-
it was a bold prediction.
and a very wrong one.
Like I didn't think like it was the 100% thing that would happen. But if I had to pick a person that no one would like expect, I would pick Paul. Like I thought he could, because he almost won against Chance last year.
Exactly.
Chance won the whole thing, and the things that are added to IG now are mostly singles stuff. So I would expect him to and he did really well in the first round. He got 8 points, and you could see that one thing he knew, and he just like wrote something else. I don't know what happened, but so he might gotten like 9 points in the first round. That's awesome for IG. But damn X-Men movies.
The questions
Damn.
were so difficult, and I know that is part of the IG league, but I do think like compared to the questions Ethan got, and I'm not trying to say he didn't deserve it or anything, but I just think he got a lot of quote questions which are more difficult, I think, in general. And Ethan's were fair. I'm not saying that. I just think Paul got quite unlucky with what he got, and he didn't get the round 3 ones either. So it probably was a fair result in the end. I didn't want to see it, but a TKO. Swag's really struggling, and they could have used those points. So not ideal. But he still has that title shot, which he can use when he wants. So maybe we'll see it at Spectacular. Maybe we'll see it before. I don't really know when it could fit, but who knows?
I think it might be Spectacular because like Christian seemed really excited about Spectacular, and this could be like the big thing happening. When he said like, you won't even believe what is happening. This could be one of those things. I don't think with what factions will be next year, there's any leverage in keeping it, and maybe like some last minute points if they do well in the tournament. So Swag is not remembered like the one of the last teams because last year they were one of the best, and I don't think they are doing something badly. They're just unlucky this year.
I think they need to see what happens with the teams bracket, and if they get a shot. My guess would be if they don't make the title, he will use it for teams over singles. That's what I put my money on. But I obviously will have to see what happens. I think he really wants Lon to get a belt, so that's my educated guess. But we'll see what happens with the teams. They might not need to use it.
Maybe you can keep it till next year, even.
Yeah, maybe, but I think, like Teresa said, we don't. I think it's hard to say because we don't know what the factions are going to look like yet. Obviously, he's said it's going to be 5 people. I think that's pretty much confirmed. What was it? 1 team, an extra singles, 1 Star Wars, 1 IG, which does make sense when you think of things like Mara and Parker. Only one of them being able to play in a tournament, and picking between. Laura Kelly and Ace, we want these things to be avoided in the future. So I get it on that sense, but I have to see what happens.
Yeah, to Thomas's point, like I get it that the competition is better. I still think Paul was a real contender. Like, of course, I think Parker probably would beat him, but you never know. I was really confident in him winning over Ethan, and look what happened. So, like, it's you never know. And Chance wasn't a favorite to win last year, and like it's not like Star Wars where the games are always perfect or missing one questions, IG still is a kind of shaky sometimes because of the addition of the new categories. People are getting 6 points in the first round. So I don't like, I didn't think he would for sure win the whole thing. Not at all. But like, I thought he had the chance. So it's also because I really like Paul. I really like him. And I want him to get anything now. Any win. Give him a win, please.
Yep.
Sorry.
Okay, shall we move on to the second match of the week?
We can move on. I just want to say on your thing of them removing the whole factions thing, I kind of hope that we saw with Perry, especially this week, where the factions were a big help. I kind of hope that camaraderie still goes forth into the next coming years, which, because it's kind of nice to see people helping each other study and get better. It's nice to see people getting closer as a community even. So yeah, that's just my opinion on that. I just hope it carries on.
That's true.
So, another round one singles match, and wow, this was I tell you, every match this week was, well, the singles matches. They were both really good. Like, I was, and a lot more closer than I think a lot of people were expecting, both matches. But starting with this one, Video Drew against Griffin Newman. Wow. Like, Video Drew showed up to play for this one. Like, she clearly is being in the dungeon is helping her, because she was A class in this match. Unfortunately for Video Drew, she's going against someone who's also A class, and I can see having a belt in the future. I really think Griffin Newman has the potential to be a title holder. But I was really impressed by both. Really impressed. Video Drew actually went perfect in round one and was ahead, right?
Yes.
I think 9-8 was it, or 9-7?
It was 9-7. 9-8. Yeah, 9-8. Yeah.
Yeah.
He got perfect, and then he missed the bonus. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it was a movie
by that point,
question.
I was thinking, oh, hello, she's got a chance here. And then she got a couple of difficult questions, but she navigated her round really well. And I was just really impressed by both of them. Like they're really strong, and I really like Video Drew. My hope is, I really want Looney Bin back. Like, I want Tom's. I don't know if Tom's coming back, but I was thinking about when she first entered the league, and she was all the character. She was good, but Tom was like the A player. With her playing that way, that if that like she can match him now in terms of gameplay, that is a scary team to go against, and I'd love to see them go back. Now it's looking like that could be potentially, with factions changing and things, that could be in the works. That's my dream for next year. Bring back Looney Bin.
Oh my god. And she always talks about Tom, so it would just play into her whole shtick. Like, where's Tom? Where's Tom? Oh, you are here. That would be awesome. I love it. Yes,
I'm just in dreamland now, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Imagine Looney Bin holding the title.
Amazing.
That would be amazing.
And like, even when Drew wasn't playing her best, you said she was good, but she wasn't perfect in her first rounds and stuff like that. They were really competitive. Like, we all thought that's the joke team, and then they started playing, and like, oh my god, who is Tom? This is crazy. So
they almost beat Shazam. Like, it was a really close match.
It's crazy.
I think Bibb still talks about that. He says how close that match was, and I just, that's what I kept thinking at the end of this match. I was like, she is so good now. If they come back, they could seriously challenge, and they were such a fun team to watch. The dynamic between those two was so awesome. But I have to give shout outs to Griffey Nooms as well. Like, what an addition to the league! Like, what an addition! And I love his character work. He's really funny. He has really good quips. His whole stick with the jumpers and things, I really liked. The his illness that he had, which he was making light of, like I think it's true. And if he was playing with that, like, wow, he's free now and he can just go. Like, and now we get Griffin Newman.
So we also
Horowitz in New
think they
York.
sold it to someone and Gucci sent it on a
You know, it's
plane.
Gucci, isn't it? Like, that's, we don't know how he makes his money.
Now we know.
Well, yeah. It's just such an exciting second round match, and I think it would have been either way. But Griffin News, Josh Horowitz, that's going to be a really hard one to pick. But what a New York undercard that's going to be. Oh, so good, so good. It's just a great match, great match. Oh, and I have to say so, Video Drew, like, this is why I love it when people guess when they don't know the answer, because I don't think she knew it was Whitney Houston, but she guessed. It was a really smart, educated guess. Like, the cinema, the category was black cinema. It was a singer in a black cinema film. It's like a very smart guess, and it paid off. And, you know, that's why you've got to go for it. And we saw it as well in the Perry match. Like, if you don't know the answer, just have a gamble. What are you going to lose? And it paid off. And I'm like, yes, that's what you need to do. Just guess it. And it paid. I love seeing that so much. Sorry, I'm getting really excited.
And it wasn't a completely illogical guess. Like you would see Makuga get it out of the blue. With her, you could see exactly how she could get that guess right.
Educated guesses. Oh. Is Ben breaking or yeah?
Sorry.
There you are. You're back. You're back.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I still think that even Makuga's guesses were kind of educated guesses. I think if you know a lot of movies, you can. But yeah, this was more informed. It wasn't just this one thing. She also, I think, guessed on the Statham movie.
Yes.
You could see it in how happy she was. So, and yeah, I love Video Drew a lot. And I was sad again. Like I'm sad a lot now in Schmoe Down. I really like Griffin Humes, but I really wanted this for Video Drew. I think she's an amazing player. She's an amazing character. She's an amazing human being. And when I saw her get the perfect round, I really thought she could do it. And then again, what happened in the first match? Those Stephen King questions were so tough. It happens sometimes, and unfortunately, this happened to Video Drew in this match. And if it didn't, she had a really big shot at winning this, and just ruining Christian's fantasy about the New York match. And I was really into it, because imagine if it was Jen Kemp against Video Drew in New York. I would love it even more. I'm sorry, like I really like Horowitz and Griffin, but Video Drew and Jen Kemp would too. It happened already last year. It would be my dream match. So I'm sad about it, but I'm glad for all of the rookies we have this year. Griffin is amazing. He's just so funny. He's a fountain of knowledge. He's definitely, if he keeps at this, he's going to have the belt one day. He has to. He's just so good. So yeah, great match. I'm happy Video Drew made it competitive. And I hope next year is her year.
Has she played a live match? Don't think she has, right?
Yeah.
Video Drew.
Yeah. With Looney Bin all the time.
I'm saying, has she played in front of an audience? I mean,
like
a
an
movie.
Yeah,
at an event.
I'm not sure.
I think she has, right?
I don't know.
I don't think she has.
That needs to happen next year.
Yes.
Like, she's perfect for an audience. Like, I'd love to. Yeah, I can't recall her have been in a live event. I know, like,
it's
in
like
studio, yes.
Summit this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I want them back next year.
And that's the one good thing about factions being different, because it can happen next year. We don't know if it could.
Obviously, if Tom
If it stayed,
wants to
yeah.
come back as well and things, we don't know exactly why he left.
Yeah.
But we've got to do what's right for him. But I feel like if he can go back with Video Drew, he may be more inclined.
And if Looney Bin can't happen, I just want Video Drew on a team. Like, I was really excited for the Cybolt Video Drew team. So just like, I think she could be a great teammate. She's now consistently, this is like her third or fourth perfect first round in a row. So she's made for teams. In the second round, you cooperate, and in the third round, she was perfect again. She's made for the teams league, and I need her there. So yeah, but Looney Bin obviously is the fantasy. Like, yes, please give me.
I know everyone wants to see Nooms versus Horowitz, but it would have been my dream to see Video Drew ruin all those plans. Just
Yes.
oh man, that would be. Even though, like, okay, fine, Nooms, Horowitz, it's New York. They both like love New York. Nooms is from New York. Oh no, okay. And then,
And Horowitz is,
but just to see Video Drew go live would be amazing to see, and I would love to see her against Horowitz and how she could freak Horowitz out, maybe.
Oh,
And her
damn.
and Kaiser coming out together. Ooh, yo.
I'd be very surprised if she's not in a live event next year, like at an actual event. I mean,
She has to. She's fan favorite.
Yeah, she's maybe Video Drew against Brother Lomas. That's like, for me, like a booking that needs to be made.
Wow.
Wow.
You're just so inspired today. Like, I
just
love
got all the
everything you're
ideas.
saying.
Christian, call me up, man. I just think like they're both really good on the character, but they're also really strong trivia as well. I think that'd be a really tight match with great character work from both. So that's
I can't
all.
compute now. I'm
versus
imagining it
this year.
in my head, and it's perfect. It's
Like,
amazing.
I can imagine it being like darkness with a spotlight for Lomas, like with a torch, like doing his ranting, like Video Drew being carried in by people. I can see it now.
It's beautiful.
Oh wow.
Thank you. I'm a visionary.
Lady Gaga style.
Yes, with glasses on and things. Anyway, question: who should Griffin Newman partner up with for teams?
Isn't he partnering up
Is he with
Khan?
Khan?
Isn't he with Khan? Yeah.
Is it
I
him
think
and
It's
Khan?
Khan.
I
It's
think
King
so.
Arthur.
Yeah.
Oh, it is Newman. I don't know why I had it as someone else. Yeah, okay. No, that's actually. Oh, that's scary. That's scary.
It's scary, but like, why isn't Barbarian there? Why?
Because
What is
Khan.
happening? Are you? Yeah. Okay. Khan is awesome. I'm just like, is Barbarian ever getting a teams match? This was a clear opportunity for him. He's an amazing player. And he's not going to play in either tournament. He's a free division player and not any tournament at all.
I thought he's in singles, isn't he?
No, he's in singles.
He is? Okay,
I think
then
he's
I'm
in
sorry.
singles.
He's-
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Singles.
Okay, then everything is fine and I'm not. Yeah, okay, sorry. For some reason,
not
I
like-
thought.
I'm not 100. I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah,
Griffin
maybe. Yeah,
Newman,
you're probably
Khan,
right. Sorry.
Kai. and Barbarian, but I'm not like 100% sure.
If it's you're probably right. I for some reason I thought he's not there and I got really frustrated. But then it's okay. Everything is fine. Okay. Sorry.
It's cool.
We
Okay.
would have really hated Gucci.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else we wanted to add on this match, or shall we go to the live Cantina event?
Just that I really wanted Video Drew to win, but she did amazing, and I'm glad she did. I would love to see her play even more, even outside the tournament. If we see any more people play outside the tournament, she's one of the people I want to see play.
This week was just like one match was, I think that was an upset, Ethan winning. And then it was almost an upset and almost an upset. Like in both of those matches, there was a moment where like everything shifted and I was like, oh my God, this is happening. This is happening. And then it didn't. Yeah. Okay. But this was the one where I really wanted it to, this one, Wow.
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 So
Oh my God.
yeah, do you want to kick us off? You seem like you're buzzing for this one.
Okay, so it's not any surprise. I'm a big fan of Ben Bateman, so I actually wanted him to win this. But I really loved Perry in this match. I loved it. This was finally her playing the game like she was focused. She asked for GTEs. She didn't put any blank boards in. So I'm really happy about it. And I'm so happy it went this way because Perry didn't seem disappointed at all. It was a great match. It went to sudden death. Only one question, but still amazing. She took the former champion again to his absolute so I'm really 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 happy for Perry, but I'm also very happy that Ben won because this wouldn't look good at all.
No.
And what else I wanted to say? Yeah, she got her category, but like even in the first round, she played really well. I loved her with Koi. I love the live matches. It's such a different atmosphere. Like I didn't realize how much I missed the studio and live matches until I saw them again. It's so different, and I'm happy. I'm happy it's happening, and I hope it keeps happening. I hope everything stays the same, and yeah, that's probably it. I'm just really happy that Perry played so well. I think this means good things for her for the team's tournament. If she
Yes.
plays this focused,
Yes.
then
Yes.
press room is a
Scary.
big contender. Yeah, and I'm only happy for that. Like Perry is an amazing person, and I want good things for her. And I just so happy about this match. It was perfect. It was everything I wanted. And
Right.
Adam Witt, finally a win as a manager. Yes, it happened.
So I'm kind of just going to echo a lot of what you said. Like, what I was most impressed with Perry was her actual gameplay. As you said, like, I've been a little bit disappointed with her in not in terms of her knowledge, but like not guessing or not using JTEs and things, and not just like not trusting herself and things, and just gameplay wise was so good in this match, and you can see how much of an impact Koi was having. I loved that. Like, it was so encouraging of her, constantly talking throughout, and that's like I think being in person really helped Perry. Like I think that's something that maybe was lost on digital with her, but playing in person really helped her. Yeah, I was expecting Ben to win. I think he was surprised by how close it ended up being.
Yes.
I don't think he was expecting that, and he needed to win that. Like that would have been his season over basically if he had lost. I know they're in the teams, but for him as a singles player, that would have been it. So, yeah, and as Thomas said here, Ben did miss some. He missed his free.
Yes.
Whereas Perry hit all her final round questions, and she had a reasonably tough 5-pointer. That was a really good pull, and this is why it happened in the video dream match. If you don't know, take a guess, and that Market's guess was perfect. It was a logical, educated guess. She clearly didn't know it off the cuff, but she was like, one of these songs has something about treasure in it. It's probably the pirate one, and it paid off. So I respect that. What did you think of the challenge?
I'm gonna first. I ask, are you doing something with your mic because the sound is breaking off a little bit? So
yeah, I should fix that. That
thank
should be
you.
better now.
Yeah, I don't mind the challenge. I think if you have a challenge and you have a reasonable enough doubt of anything, just use it. You can psych the competitor out. Like, it's in this form. I don't mind it at all because you don't wait a long time. Like, it's not as it used to be in digital. So I don't mind this challenge. I thought the rule was fair.
Agree. yeah, I think it was a fair challenge, and the ruling went the right way. So I don't really have a problem with it anyway. I would have been very annoyed if it had gone against Perry, because I think, especially after we're not getting back into a couple of weeks ago, but that I would not have been happy. But it didn't, so it's fine. And it was a good challenge to make. It was worth going for. He didn't really have a lot to lose by doing that. And he didn't get it, but I think it was a reasonable thing to challenge.
Yeah.
You know, it just made me laugh that he challenged a Muppet answer after the free for all. I was like, it's very ironic. And the only thing I'd say about the match, which I was a little confused by, like, I don't think it was a bad choice, but I was a little like, oh, okay, fair enough, was when when Ben spun opponents, she gave him mixed bag, which I don't think is a bad call, but I was surprised she didn't give him Jurassic Park.
Well, I actually think if you're Ben Bateman and you're playing Perrin Emerald, you're going to study your ass off on Jurassic Park. But what you can study for is mixed bag. You can't study for that at all. And it actually, like, it got him a little bit. He could have a big lead. But yeah, I actually think it was really smart. I didn't even know there was a mixed bag still in singles.
I wasn't mad at it. I actually thought I was surprised by it. I just assumed she'd pick Jurassic Park. So, but she didn't.
I just think this is another level on how much I think she like improved from match to match, because I was surprised. I would think she would give him Jurassic Park, and that could backfire. And I was like, oh, that's really smart. Mixed bag. Okay, wow.
Well, so she did ask Koi. She said to Koi, what do you think is the difficulty of this slice versus all the other slices?
That's true.
Yeah, and to be fair, the Jurassic Park, because it's a IG in singles, would probably have been base questions, which he probably would have gotten. So it wouldn't have been IG difficulty, which Perry would know, and Ben probably wouldn't. It would be things like, how many films has Jeff Goldblum been in the Jurassic Park franchise? And, you know, be that sort of level. And he'd probably get them all. So, what's this?
Oh, nice.
Oh, is that his next opponent? Is that confirmed?
If she
that would be amazing.
I don't know who I'm picking.
I don't know.
This is tough.
I've got a lot of faith in Paige.
Perry almost beat him. Paige can do it. Yeah. Damn. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I hope this happens.
I don't have as much faith in Bateman as I did going into this. Like, Perry played really well, but he missed a few.
Yeah, I still have faith in Bateman. I just think things has to go his way, and they aren't lately. Like, it's kind of suspect season right now, and everything is going well for them. So it's hard. It will be hard not to pick Paige in this match.
I don't think it's been confirmed, but that's a really juicy round 2 match.
Yeah, it would be awesome. Maybe something else happens, but I love this match for the second round. Yeah.
Yeah. Ben, what did you think?
It was awesome. I loved seeing Perry and Koi getting along. I'm glad Adam Wood finally got a win. Yes, he's now 5-1.
Yes.
I mean 4-1.
I thought the curse was going to continue.
But it almost happened again. I was like, is it really him?
When I saw him come out, I messaged our group and I was like, Ben's going to lose. Whit's managing. Ben's going to lose.
Yep.
And it almost happened.
I know, Ben, he didn't talk it. Can I just say that I love that he brought that board, that crazy board that everyone keeps complaining about. He brought it with him. I love it. Sorry, Ben, go.
That's cool. I loved it. Also loved that that she kind of thought about the mixed bag. She spun mixed bag, and then Bateman spun opponent's choice, and they gave him mixed bag. And I could see that she knew each and every one of those questions. Probably would have gotten them in the 2, especially the Scream question. she probably would have gotten that instantaneously,
Yeah, she knew,
knowing
didn't
that she's a horror fan. So she knew that. She knew most of the new releases, which was awesome to see. So yeah, she was fantastic. And Spinner's choice.
Mm. Well, she didn't get spinners right. It just went on her category though, which was new releases. I think. Oh, we
Yeah.
lost Ben again.
Oh, yeah. She got new. She also was a little shaky.
Well, I
in
mean,
her
it was
category.
kind of her spinners.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think she probably like her two slices were clearly that and Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
and I think she would have been better on Jurassic Park, but
Yeah.
because she played in the exhibition. Well, she played in the new releases exhibition and also did really well in
Yeah.
that. So
I think she won the last one.
I think she lost the last. She's won it before. I don't think she won the newest one. I can't remember who won it.
I actually think she won the last one.
She lost
And
to
she
Barbarian in
lost
Jurassic, didn't she?
before. Yeah. But what I wanted to say is, even if she didn't go perfect, even if it's her category, like we saw Bateman struggle in release dates before this year, the point is she's playing, like she played so much better. So I'm really proud of her. You can see how she talked about Bips, and I think that was a big help with her game.
I agree. The Mercs, like that core sort of. I feel like the press room now are someone to look out for in that tournament. If she can play the same way she did gameplay wise, not even about answering the questions, but using the JTEs, guessing when she doesn't know it. Like if she does that again, then I think they'll do well. If she doesn't, they're not going to be able to get past like a top team. So yeah, we'll see. They kind of remind me of Corruption a little bit. Like I see Parry as the Mike, and Chance as the Josh, a little bit. But if Parry can sort of like improve her round ones to like she did in this match in teams, then they can do really well.
But the funny thing is, if they remind you of Corruption, Mike still wasn't able to improve his first round, and they have the belt. Like they had the belt 2 times. So she doesn't even have to improve. They just have to like have again luck on their side, the momentum going. And if she gets like 6 or 7 points in the first round, they're fine. If they're not playing against Shazam, of course, but they're on the same team. I guess that would happen only if they're going for the championship. So it's going to be hard because the tournament is so stacked. Like they're probably playing someone like Danger Zone or
Thank you,
or
Leah.
the loser of Fun like Zam, Lightning Time or something like So it's going to be tough, but I do think they have a real shot if they stay focused. So that's amazing. Are we going to the promo of the week?
Yeah, Thomas's comment though.
And Perry beat Mike last year. I kind of forgot about it in the comparison you said.
I will say though, like people said that was a massive. I didn't think it was at the time. Like I
thought it was an upset because she was gone for so long. This was her first match back, and we didn't know what to expect. But I don't think it wasn't an upset like in the style of guy beating Dan at all.
No, I agree.
It's just that he's a champion. So yeah.
I just wonder if we're going to get an upset like that. If she beat Ben, it would have been that level.
I think it would be even bigger one than it was against Mike, because Ben was a champion, but in singles, so that would really stunk. And he's the expert player in every tournament. He always wins the tournaments. That's my game. Sorry.
You love him.
That was my Ben Bateman. I do, but I know he's obnoxious.
I still think we're going to get a shock result. I just don't know where it's going to come from yet. Possibly
If Jess
Jessica.
is beating, then I'm done, guys. I'm sorry, I just can't. No, I really Jess is awesome. I really love her, but no, no.
I don't think it's going to be that one, but I do think we're going to get at least one.
Oh,
Sort of.
thank you, thank you.
Jess
At
versus
least
Dan.
you don't think. Ben, I
All
see you.
matters. Winner of prediction league. It's all matters. Okay, so promo of the week. Promo of the week. I'll start. So I'm going to go Video Drew, Griffey Nooms. Video Drew she's just crazy in the best way. And like having spoke about Looney Bin today, I just really pray that happens next year after watching her this week. Like she just gets it. She gets it. She came in with this character and she's never had to change it because it just works. We see so many competitors come into the league and their original character, it maybe becomes a bit stale or it doesn't really work and they have to change it up. She's never been anything but Video Drew and she doesn't need to ever change because it's so wacky and wonderful. And Griffin Newman, on the other hand, it's like perfect matchup for round one. They both do great promos. Yeah, it was fun. It was just really fun. So that's why I'm picking that one.
Ben, do you want to go next?
Okay, my promo of the week is I would say is the Oyama versus Ethan Owen match. The history between the two, it was kind of like Oyama Owen 3, which was awesome to see. So yeah, I kind of loved watching that promo, just the history between the two.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick the third match. I was thinking about picking Video Drew Griffey because you're right, and like that promo from Video Drew, everything from Video Drew, just Video Drew is perfect.
Yep.
It's beautiful and wacky and amazing, and every time I see her, I'm like, yeah, I can be weird. We can all be weird. It's fine. So I really really love her. But Liam already picked that, and I was also thinking about picking Bateman Perry because the music is amazing. I do love Ben, so I love his promos, and Perry is also always amazing. So I really, really, really liked that promo, and it was a live match, so it was kind of special. I know the promo was filmed probably like separately before, but it had that special feel the whole match. When you're watching it, you feel like so into it. So yeah, that promo was the promo of the week for me.
Well, I really liked Wit in that promo as well.
Yeah,
And I'm even more convinced.
that, of course, Wit was amazing. Like Ben said, him mentioning his bad luck, I thought was brilliant. So
I'm like more convinced now that he's going to have a faction next year as a manager. I'm like 90% sure, especially now they've said that managers can still play. Like, there's no reason he shouldn't manage. Like, he's good. I know he almost had another loss, but I don't think that's a fair,
me neither.
fair on his management. Yeah. His challenge that he did for Ben in that Ethan match is probably the best challenge from a manager I've ever seen. So he's definitely got the knack of being a manager, and I'd like to see him with a little faction of his own next year.
And it's kind of a cheat, right? If you have 5 players, but you're also a player, you have 6. So it could work out for him. Or do you think he has to be one of the 5 players?
I don't know.
Okay, well,
well, we don't know. Well, should we have a look at what Leo's put?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a bit painful. The last bit of that sentence is a bit painful.
So we just don't know who is doing
Lightning
it.
Time final exam will decide the rest, right?
Yeah, and then also we don't know if
Yeah.
they're going with Odder couple or
That's true.
Jacoby and Harley, whose
Oh,
name
that's
Chaos
really,
Theory, like, yeah.
yeah, that's a tough decision also, yeah. Yeah, I'm really sad about Ben and Paul not playing. Maybe
Yeah.
not even in teams. Like, I really think Riley and Duralde could do some damage, especially together. Duralde is always great on a team. Imagine him with a player who actually really knows the game, who won't give up points on not repeating the question. I do think the team is great, and I really wanted to see that team. So I'm actually really happy. This will happen. I just hoped that Paul and Ben would at least be in singles. I understand the reasons, but I don't think the decision was great, because I'm sorry, I think Paul Preston has a bigger shot of beating than Jessica. I think she's great. I just think she needs more time in the league before match this big. She could do it. I just think, like, yeah, I want the Dan to win the whole thing, so I'm just not happy about their place right now, because I don't think they are winning it.
I really like Kate, but I think this sounds odd, but her being so nice is sometimes to the detriment of the Den, because she's really keen on giving everyone an opportunity, which I understand, but that does mean, like, you sacrifice your best players sometimes, and it happened last year in a tournament.
Yes.
And I get she wants to spread the love, and I do think I do actually think with teams, I think that was the right decision. I think Ben and Paul have had their opportunity, but I do think both of them should have been in the singles tournament.
And it's not like I understand that, like, there's not enough matches for all the players, but it's not like Peggy or Jess didn't play at all. They did. And it's not like she wanted to save a spot for Riley, who is, like, Riley's not even there, which I understand. I don't think he would want to be into tournaments. I don't think he has the time for it. That's just fine.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I'm like, yes, more opportunities for more players. That's great. I just think this is the last season where you're playing in this form, and maybe just try to win it more. I know that
look at
Ben,
suspects, like, and who they've
yeah.
put in it. They've just relied on that. Like, even Ethan is doing singles. I mean, teams if they don't get through, and IG, like, which is fine because
and I don't. I'm
winning.
not even. I just wanted to say I'm not even sure this is entirely Kate decision. I think, like, Paul and Ben also were really disappointed about their year. But, like, everyone was disappointed with Ben not being in the tournament last year, even him in the end. And I don't want this to happen again. Like, if they are not going to do well, I just think you should put your best players in.
I agree.
Yeah.
And like we said, I was totally fine with Riley and Duralde being in the team's tournament. I think that's actually really smart. But I'm sad because I don't want this to be the year for Goddard and Preston. I think they are very talented, and those are two players that I would put against anybody, and I wouldn't know who would win. I wouldn't know if Ben and Dan played. Like, I think Dan would probably win, but I think Ben has a shot. So,
both Preston and Goddard, like, were winning their matches against JTE and then lost on the 5.
Yes.
So they're capable of playing in top quality matches.
And they lost to final exam, but it was a 1-point game. Final exam, lightning time was a 1-point game, and that's a team who is doing amazingly now. So I think you shouldn't. You should not play because you have bad luck. You should play and play and play again until you break the bad luck, like Adam Witt did this week.
Well, just.
Okay, I know. And I'm not like, I don't even know what went into this decision. Like, I don't want to be down on the Den. Like I said, this is one of my favorite factions. So that's fine. I've been feeling a little bit frustrated about it. So now I said my piece. and you all had to hear it. I'm so sorry.
Rather say your
it's
piece.
cool. I've seen the notes. I don't know if you wanted to do predictions
Yes,
first.
I did want to do this. Let me just touch on this. If my internet holds out, please let it hold out. So we've thanked the factions, we've thanked the players, we've thanked the question writers, but I have yet to thank you guys. You guys have made this year awesome. I think if we didn't have Euroschmo, I would have given up on the Schmo down by now, maybe. Euroschmo is probably my favorite thing of the week, and I love it. Knowing Teresa, you give your awesome opinions, they make our show great. Liam, your arguments are awesome as well. It's just awesome to see this whole thing, and thank you guys. And thanks to our fans, Leo and Thomas, for coming in every week and being the awesome guys you are and contributing to our show. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's so nice, but I don't want to cry. Stop. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
We love you.
Yes,
Thank
Ben
you.
is the. I don't think there would be Euroschmo without Ben. Ben is like always on it with the technical side of things, and
Yes.
he is the techno wizard. I'm giving you that official nickname now. And Ben's the one that has done so much, and so we've all contributed, but I feel like Ben is the shining light of the Euroschmo, and as you said, this has made Schmodown even more enjoyable to be able to discuss it with you guys every week, and it's a lot. We have our opinions, and sometimes we get heated, and that's what makes it great. Especially me and Teresa.
Yeah. He's talking about me.
We've had quite a few disagreements, which has actually made it more enjoyable in some ways. But I joke with Teresa a lot, and we give each other a lot of stick. But it's all done in good heart, and I love this group, and we may not have loads and loads of viewers, but I don't care about that. I just like to talk about Schmodown with you guys, and to see you every week is always nice, and to discuss about a show which I love and we all love, and we've got a bond over. It's been great fun. So let's carry on.
And I'd also like to give a shout out to Matt, even though he isn't here. Without him, this wouldn't even be the case, because he was the one who said who wants to start the European after show. So
yes,
thank you, Matt. Thanks for having the courage to put that question out there. Thank you so much.
I'm just gonna hold up the heart because I don't know if I can articulate myself really well. So yeah, I love you all, and I'm really glad I finally have friends to talk about Schmodown with, because it was a thing that was missing in my life, and it's so much better to watch it now because I can talk about it after, and people understand and don't get confused, because it's really hard to explain to people who don't watch it. I always try with my boyfriend, and he's like nodding and pretending, yeah, okay, I get it, sure, but he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand at all. So just thank you for being here for me.
And just want to say, like, Thomas, that's why we wanted to do this, because it's an American show, and timings can be really difficult for us sometimes, and a lot of the after shows, which are really great, really difficult to watch live because they're in American time and we're asleep. So we wanted something which European fans could enjoy. So we really appreciate you being with us every week. You and Leo in particular are always joining. We love your input, and you're part of the Euroschmo family as well, but just not on the official league, because otherwise you'd be beating me. So you stay in the comments. But next year, please don't join the prediction league, because I can't be dealing with losing my title, and you're very good at it. So, thank you, Ben. That was really nice, and as you said, thanks, Matt, as well, for creating this. Right, I'm a little emotional. It's silly. Okay. Oh, it's time for my favorite part of the show. Back to annoying Liam. Here we come.
Are we
Before
still
we get
doing this?
before we get
We
there, I
have
think
to.
we just need to remind our viewers of the score.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Bye.
yeah,
So
not much
I have.
changed.
Yeah, we.
I can't even watch it. I can't. I just can't. I'm doing so bad.
We're only 3 points behind Teresa. It's definitely within range.
You're definitely closer to
Yeah,
catching
but
up than I am.
Matt is catching up. I hate it. Ooh, this hurts, guys.
Yeah,
I
please, you have to beat Matt at least. His punishment is the worst.
No pressure, Ben. No pressure. I'm really trying, but it's not working.
I do think it's probably a 3-horse race now. No offense, Ben. If you do it, like absolutely fair play. But I still think Matt and Teresa is quite capable of winning this whole thing still. 3
Don't
points
try
is
to
nothing.
be nice. It doesn't suit you.
I'm just being honest.
Say what you really think.
I don't. Hey, I said I think it's possible. I don't think you're
Okay.
going to do it, but it's possible. But yeah, nothing really changed this week because Ben went Irwin and proved us all wrong, and Irwin came through, and then the rest of us were the same. So Video Drew lost though, which he went for, so we all went 2 for 3, which is not a bad week.
Yep.
But yeah, that Irwin pick, very smart.
Yes.
Okay, I just need to go on my phone to get the. Okay, got it. So
Hang on, Leo's
this
giving
week.
it to her.
Oh, Leo, awesome, thank you.
Thank you, Leo.
Okay, so first match, and I still have to go first, don't I? Is Sol versus Hannah. I've thought about this one a lot today because, like,
If
a few
you
days
go
ago,
for who I think you're gonna go for, I'll hate
I was pretty sure, but I've been thinking about it a lot, and I've changed my mind. I'm gonna go for Brown and Hannah.
Okay. Well, you just really complicated things for me, but fine. Okay.
So are we doing it when we say it, everyone says, and then we go, or should I give
No,
reasons?
please explain yourself now, so we can really use the advantage we get from losing to you. You know.
So I think Sol's a very good player, but I also think that we may have been a bit oversold because he knocked out 2 of the real rejects. Now the real rejects are good IG players, but they are not top tier IG players, and I think that made him look maybe possibly a bit better than he actually is. And I'm not saying he's not a great player. I'm just being clear here. I think seeing him in the #1 Contenders match, maybe it was because it was his first like in studio or something. I just don't think he played to his best, and I'm sure he's aware of that and he knows that. And that does probably mean he's going to be fired up. My concern is because he's going to be so fired up, it's going to be too much for him. And Brandon Hannah is very good at getting it under his skin. Brandon played a lot better when he played Parker. And his first match, he didn't play very well. We know that against Sipar. He managed to get the win. He played a lot better against Parker. I think he's shored up those weak spots, the newer categories where he wasn't as strong. And I think the Stars are desperate for points. They're going to be training him like mad. I just think Hannah's got this. I think it'll be very close. I don't think it's going to be a TKO or a KO. I think it's going to be close, but I just think Hannah. Don't know. I just think he's going to do this. It's going to be tight, and I'm not super confident, but I just going Hannah on this one.
Okay, so I said you made it more complicated. You probably didn't. You made it easier for me because I was really thinking about picking Brandon. I know when we talked about this match with Matt, he was just so sure that Seoul is winning it, and I was like, really? Like, are you sure? It's not. I don't think that it's crystal clear. I think this is going to be a really close match, and I think it's one of those what will the wheel spin be. Like I think it really depends on that. But since I'm a big fan of Seoul and since I'm a big fan of the Den, I can now pick Seoul. And it's interesting because we have different picks, so I actually kind of like it. I do think Brandon has a big shot of winning this. I was kind of thinking about him winning this. I think he can do it. I think he might do it. I actually, if I would have to bet, I might bet on him. But this is Schmoe, and you never know, and it's any given Schmoe day. And I do think Sol will be fired up, and I do think he will study for this a lot. I also think that Brandon will do the same. I'm one of those people who actually really like Brandon. I know some people after things he did last year weren't big fans of him. I love him, so I whatever happens in this match, I will probably be happy because both those players need the win. So Seoul needs to change the narrative after the collision, and Brandon used to be one of the top dogs in IG, and that changed a lot in the last 2 years. So I want to see him there again. I want to see him on top again, and I actually think he's perfect for Roxy. Because he's a little bit of a dick, like Snyder. So I think she can manage him really well, and I think he has a big shot. But yeah, so
What did Matt pick?
Okay.
Then?
Matt
He
didn't
picked
pick
Seoul.
for this one.
oh
No,
yeah.
Matt didn't actually pick for this one. So we'll
But I'm
see
telling you, he
yeah,
will
what
pick
he
Seoul.
said in the comments.
The
He
amount-
might actually because of wanting to catch up to you, Teresa. He might pick Brandon Hanna, but we'll see. I hope
the
he
amount he talks
does.
about Solo.
Yeah,
I hope he
he
does
won't.
because I don't want Liam to be on his own. Because when he's on his own, he's a beast.
That's true.
Because I'm going with Saul, and Saul #1. I think he after this #1 contenders match. Look, I have him for the whole tournament. I know, crazy idea, but yes, I have him for the whole tournament, and I think he's fired up after that match, and I think he's gonna want to prove that he knows his stuff. Hopefully, he can now just calm down a bit and actually think about the questions a bit more, ask for repeats. If he does that, we'll see a beast of a player. I just hope Hannah doesn't get under his skin, as Teresa suggested he might. But maybe Saul will get under Hannah's skin.
Also true. Yeah, I'm not thinking. It might sound like I don't think Saul is a good player. I think Saul is a great player. I just also think that Brandon Hanna is a great player, and I think people are forgetting about it because he had a couple of bad matches. Most of them were against Chandru, then against Chandru again, then against Chandru again. Did he play anybody else? Okay, yeah, he played Zipper this year, but like, yeah, I
He
think
also played-
he's also a great player,
Didn't
and
he-
people are forgetting about it.
Parker.
Didn't he
And he
play?
played
Yeah.
a lot better
Yeah,
against
Parker
Parker.
last year.
He had a good. He lost, but he played very well.
Last
Who
year,
did
I
he
don't
lose
think
to in the tournament?
didn't he lose to Chance or Mike.
Then he
Yeah,
lost
Mike.
to Damon. He lost to Alex Damon.
Damon.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, okay, that happens. I'm just saying. I think he's a lot better than his matches. So I hope we see that in this match, and it's really close.
I'm sure it will be. I don't see a TKO happening this time.
Yeah, but I
So-
also didn't see it in the Eton Paul match.
Yeah, who knows? So I think a few weeks ago we were talking about the prediction league, and we said, do you know what? When tournament season comes, it's probably going to be the time when we're very different on our predictions. Looking at the matches this week, I feel like any pick you could pick either player. Like I don't think there's a clear winner in any match. So
Yeah.
you know, this is where it gets tough. And this is where you can catch up then, I think.
Because if you want to play,
We'll see.
tactically, um,
I'm a bit scared about the next match, though.
I actually kind of want Matt to pick Saul because we're not doing so well with Ben when just the two of us pick someone. So I
Yeah,
think Matt needs to go with Saul, actually.
I'd be shocked if he didn't, because
Yeah,
you know,
because he was
the amount he
so
spoke about
sure.
Saul.
He was like, "What, Brandon Hannah? That's not even a player." Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. So next one, Liz Shannon Miller, David Del Rio in singles tournament. That one. Oh, this is tough. This is tough, and I've been back. I've been back and forth.
I'm doing it.
It's hard at the moment to go against the suspects because they are on some amazing run.
Yes.
And I am going to go against the suspects.
Oh no!
I'm picking David Del Rio. I said a few weeks ago, like the Den losing Del Rio might be the biggest loss of the Schmoe career. I think he's going to absolutely destroy this tournament. I think he's going to tear through it, and I think he might make the semis, even the finals. He's so good, and you know, because he lost in sudden death to Chance, he was out like round 2 or 1 last year. Like he's too good, and Liz is great also, but I think Liz had her run last year, and I just don't think she's going to repeat it. Unfortunately, 2 years in a row. Part of me hopes I'm wrong because I really like Liz, but I want to see Del Rio have a run because he didn't get that opportunity last year, and we saw Liz have an amazing tournament run last time, and she still has teams. You know, I think teams belt may be her best shot. I'm going Del Rio.
Oh no, I'm so disappointed, and I'm really sorry, Ben. I'm also going Del Rio. I was really decided about this. Del Rio is one of my favorites, and he doesn't get enough time in Schmoe. So I hope if he goes maybe a couple rounds into a tournament that this could change. And yeah, this is amazing. This is really a coin toss for me. I think those are two great players, and I wanted to be edgy and go against what everyone will pick. And I already reasoned it out. I already reasoned it out in my mind. I was like really deciding. I was like, I'm so sorry, man. I'm going Del Rio, and Liam picked Del Rio also, but it's fine. I kind of feel like he's going to win. I'm sorry. So, but if he doesn't, it's also great because Liz is amazing and Ben will be happy. So this is a win-win situation for me. So yeah, sorry.
Again, Matt didn't get to pick this one before we knew what was actual matches. He didn't get to pick it, so we'll see. He might take a chance and go with Liz. If he does, I don't know if his curse will. I hope his curse is dead. Anyway, yeah, I have this horrible feeling in my stomach that Liz is gonna lose. And as Io said, have 4 in a row, but I can't go against her. I'm going with Liz. I hope I'm wrong.
Oh my god! If she loses, will she 4 in a row? Really?
Yep, as Leo said.
Oh
4 in a row in singles.
Oh, now I feel terrible.
Who is the 4
crazy.
in a row?
This would be the
Roka.
4th one. It was Roka.
She lost to Roka. She lost to Collins last year. She lost to I think Bateman. No.
I can't remember.
She lost
played.
She lost
she lost to Riley. I
Riley,
yes. Riley. Yes.
Third,
okay.
and then
Wow. Okay,
this will be her 4th. So
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
But
as he put there, yep.
She could win it. You know, she could win it.
Well,
Yeah,
if
I'm
she
not
doesn't, we know who will be here next week.
Uh,
My guess is Matt will pick Del Rio, but I don't know. He may go tactically and pick Liz, trying to catch up to Teresa, but who knows?
I think
And
he'll
you?
go tactically there.
So next one. Oh, again, another really tough one. Drew McWeeny against Ty Lieberman. Oh God, that's really tough actually. Do you know what? I think I'm gonna go Drew. I'm gonna go Drew because I think he's got his foot on the ground now. I think he's had a bit of a shaky start to his return, and not so much in the second match, but definitely in the first match. I think that really showed. But he's just been out the game a while. I think now he's been in it. He's had a couple matches under his belt, and I think he's going to have enough to do this one. I'm hoping there won't be a repeat of saying the wrong answer and then changing it and then he getting away with it again, because I'm still not over that challenge ruling. But this is tough. I mean, Ty Lieberman is really good. Yeah, I don't know. I just think Suspects train is going to continue, and I think Drew, Page, and yeah, I think I don't know. I'm really struggling. I'm going Drew, but I'm really on the fence. So it's like 51-49 to Drew for me.
Yeah, I keep picking against the Suspects and they keep winning, and I don't know why I keep doing it, but I will. I'm picking Ty Lieberman. I
get it.
It's not like we only saw him in 2 matches. His first one was really amazing. His second one he played well. He didn't play his best. But the 2 matches I saw from Drew this year in singles didn't really convince me. I think he keeps making the same mistakes again and again. Just take your time, dude. He's one of the smartest people in the Schmoe. He's one of the most knowledgeable. I think if he just doesn't blurb every answer right away and wait a few seconds and do a Bateman, I actually think it's a smart thing Bateman is doing always when he waits till the last second, because sometimes the first answer you have in your head is not the right answer, and McQueenie just keeps doing it again and again, and I think that's actually the right answer to why he's not doing as well in singles as he did in teams, because when you have a partner up there and he just discusses everything with you, it's different. So I think this could bite him in the butt, but like I said, he is one of the most knowledgeable people up there, and if he plays his game, if he is focused, he can definitely win this. This was a really hard decision. So yeah, but I'm going to go with Ty, and it also helped that Liam went with Drew. So now we're different. So yeah, thank you, Liam. Ben?
Matt also went with Drew. He said it's a risky pick. We asked him because I said yeah. Well, I mean, he said he needs to catch up to you. So
I think it's risky, because of his gameplay.
Bit of a risk.
But I kind of think this is a match where both picks are risky. I'm not really confident.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Ty is definitely winning this. No, I really don't know. I think this is a good matchup. Yeah, sorry.
I'm still going back and forth in my head. Ty Lieberman.
Oh no, we're losing. I'm sorry.
Yep, sorry. But
Damn it, Ben.
whatever.
It's okay. It's fine. We love each other. It's okay. We keep losing together. No, it happens. We don't know
well,
why.
Maybe the angel of curse. Why
Maybe.
are you going Ty, Ben?
I don't know. As Leo said, the whole true crit thing, I don't know if that will happen again. I don't know if I think Ty might actually be the better player and can actually get into McQueenie's head. He seems to be the type of player that can sneak into a person's head and make them second guess themselves. So I think he can kind of throw Drew's game off a bit, and so can kind of make him, as Teresa said, take the answers without thinking about them first.
And also shrimp. I just wanted to
Yep.
say that I really hope Gucci is there for the match, or he puts someone in that is ready. Because if this happens again, what happened in the Drew match we talked about before, I really didn't like it. And Sam is a great manager. He's gonna use every opportunity he gets for his players. And if the other team doesn't do the same, then it's a problem. So I just really hope there is someone there to manage Ty, so this doesn't happen again. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say, because this was one of the most frustrating moments in the Schmoe this year for me, watching Ty struggle to like rebound from the challenge. Like he wasn't prepared for this, and it's not his fault, but I really didn't want to see it again. So yeah,
Fair enough.
it hurt.
It's every match this week is like so difficult to call, and the next one's no different. So moving on to the pay-per-view, we've got the singles little mini bracket. So this is the start of the bracket, and the first one of that is
I'm thinking
Jeff
each and every
Snyder
one of these.
and Chance Ellison. Now I said on this show, like I can't remember what match, but I remember saying I'm picking Chance every time Chance is playing in singles this year, and I was the only one that picked Chance in the first match of the year against Tenderoni, and he won. So I'm gonna have to stick with Chance. Like I said I would, and I think he can do it. The big advantage for him in this is that he's playing Jeff, who notoriously is not a fan of IG. Chance is great in IG. The smart move is to put some IG stuff on the wheel, and hopefully it pays off for him. I don't know. Obviously, it's more surface level questions, but I very much doubt Jeff knows things about Transformers. So if you put something like that on and he gets it, then that's going to give him a huge advantage. I'm not ruling Jeff out. Jeff proved last year he's more than capable. He went to the final tournament. But I just think it's his Chance's year. I said that earlier in the year, and I think he's going to do it.
Yeah, maybe not Transformers. Like Jeff is a critic. I think he's had to see those at least once, but maybe like
He
Star
hated
Trek or
every
something
one
like
of
that.
them.
Yeah. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, but I think he's going to do that. He's going to put some IG stuff on there. That's a great strategy. Yeah, I'm also picking Chance. I would love to not pick him, but I can't. He's just so good. He's so good. No, I actually with those two players, I'm even cheering for Chance, because Jeff is his character is tough for me because people who I'm not gonna I'm going to pick Chance and it's because he's playing so well. He's playing so well consistently in his last teams match, in his singles match. He's just so good. Even in that freaking bodyguards wife, what's the exhibition? Like he's everywhere he can play. He will play, and he will play so well.
He won the Pixar thing, didn't he, as well?
He's just
he did, which
he's
was so surprising.
he's just so good. And I'm one of the people who even last year was putting him in a conversation for the player of the year. I didn't understand why people are not at least talking about him. I understand why Jeff Snyder was the player of the year. I understand why Collins and Dan were in the conversation, but I didn't understand why Chance wasn't. He played in 3 leagues. He got win in all 3 leagues. He got the belt. He's just so amazing, and he really deserves to have a singles run because he's so good, and he studies, and his character is great. And it just, Chance needs this. Snyder already got to have it last year with being player of the year, with almost winning the whole thing. So, Chance.
So Matt Winters Chance as well. He said that Chance might be more focused on IG this year, but it's a risk for him to take Chance. And so I'm gonna go Chance as well. Sorry, everyone. Chance, no Schneider support here, I'm afraid. Other than with no Schneider support. Not even Thomas went for him. So I think we can move on to the next match.
And I'm just fascinated with what Matt thinks is risky. Okay. I'm like, okay.
So the other side of the bracket.
So risky. I'm gonna pick one of the best players in the league to win this match. Sorry.
Is
Adam say that he might be more focused on IG.
JTE, Adam Collins.
Oh no, this one, no, please. No.
Okay. So
No.
No. I think luck is a huge factor in a showdown, and I think luck is very much with this player. So although I don't think he's as strong at trivia as Collins, I'm picking JTE because I just think that his luck's going to continue, and I do think this match will be within 4 points. It will come to the 5-pointer. JTE is going to hit his, and Collins will miss his 5. I am like, this is exactly what I think is going to happen. Collins has a history of missing 5s, especially in teams.
Yeah.
That's my prediction for the whole match. And
you're so right.
So I'm going JTE, even though I think Collins is a slightly stronger trivia player. I think JTE is going to win on the 5-pointer.
You reasoned everything that was going through my head when I was thinking about this match. I was like, the momentum, the luck, when it's on your side, like JT always spins his category. It always happens for him. So I do agree with everything. But JT, again, is another player whose character is very cocky and very hateable for me. I don't like cocky people. It's not my thing. So and I know that's the point of it. So great job. But I just can't pick him. I can't. But I really think he's going to win this in the exact same way you described it. I think Collins will have a lead until the 3rd round and then lose on the 5-pointer. Because you're right. No, I'm going with Collins. But I do, I think you're exactly right. Okay, but going with Collins because I can't go for JT the same way I can't ever go for Snyder. Sorry. Ben?
Yeah, Matt went with Collins too, I think. Yeah, we'll see.
Risky pick.
No, I doubt this one was a risky pick. And having reread his messages, I actually misrepresented him.
It doesn't matter. We're just making fun. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's
I know. I just don't want him to say that I misrepresented him. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. He knows it was just me.
Yeah, I know. So for me, I'm going to go for Collins as well. So Liam's
Ooh,
a lone wolf this week.
Oh my God, he's
Damn it,
going to
if he
win
wins.
for two
this
two
Shocked
matches,
prediction
I
me that
league
he's
imagine.
moving up.
so
Should I
hard.
swap? Should I swap? No, not gonna swap. Not gonna swap. Stay with my heart. Collins is gonna win. He's gonna hit his 5 for once. He's gonna get back to the belt contendership, and then yes, we're gonna see. We're gonna see Collins versus Marisol. Which Marisol will win?
Versus Chance. Just do it. Just do it freeway.
Honestly, if it's within 4, like I think round 2, I reckon it'll be a 2-point difference at the end of round 2, and I think I genuinely think it's gonna the same thing's gonna happen. Like it will come down to 5.
Yeah.
I think Adam will win if it's more than 5 after round 2, but I don't
Sometimes
think it
I
will.
don't
Richard won't
agree
be.
with you on anything, and sometimes you just read my mind. Like just it's exact same train of thought in my head. I just yeah.
Mm.
Because it keeps happening this year to me. Like when even
I
if
like
it's
this
the
topic.
player who should win it, I do think I do think that technically, Adam is a former singles champion. Jeff isn't. JT isn't. But yeah, the luck it keeps happening. It keeps happening to Rick. It
Momentum
keeps
is a
happening
big
to
thing,
Preston.
isn't it?
Yeah. Just,
I may be wrong. Like part of me kind of hopes I am, but not for the prediction league. But I prefer Adam like as a player to JT. I just think the same
and
thing's
corruption as affection. Yeah.
It's my favorite faction
Yeah.
still, and I still think they're going to win the whole thing. I do.
Mm.
I think they've got if
It's still
Scrimshaw
a
is going
big
to win the Star Wars
possibility.
tournament.
Yeah.
That's my pick, but we'll see.
But is he's going against Laura Kelly or
No, I think he goes against Harper if Dimolanta wins, and then he goes
if
against
he'll against
Nikki
Kelly, right?
Dimolanta if
Yeah,
if
it's either Nikki or
Harper
it's, Harper.
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, yeah. That's just I don't know. Star Wars tournaments always hurt because
That is amazing. That is
Can I just-
amazing.
Do you know what?
Wow.
Something changed today. Teresa had the same thought pattern as me. Thomas had the same thought pattern as me. So it's a new day in the world. Something maybe the moon's like turned a certain way or something.
The moon must be going far from us or something.
I don't know. Is there an eclipse tonight or something? Something strange is happening. Yeah, no, it'd be what a week of matches though. Like every match, I don't think there's a clear favourite. Like usually, even in the matches this week, the favourites did win. But like I think you could say obviously Ben was favourite against Perry, and Newman was probably favourite against Video Drew. Like I don't think there's a clear favourite in any of the matches this week. I think potentially Sol probably is highly favoured more than Hannah. But I don't think it's like the level of a Perry Bateman. It's going to be really interesting.
I actually think Hannah might be different. I don't know because he has 2 wins this year, right?
No, he has one win, one
he
loss.
lost against Parker. Yeah, then Sol is. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I get everything's messed up in my head today. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Then you're right. Sol probably is the favorite. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. I really my guess is because I think I'm different to you in most of them. I think we're going to end up 50-50. I think I'm going to win a couple and you're going to win a couple. Like I just think I don't think any of us are going to go ahead.
Yeah, well, it's 3 matches, so it's not an even number. So
someone's going to have to be in the league.
Yeah, that's the very important part of it. But I'm actually not believing in myself anymore after these last couple of losses. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. I'm actually,
So,
yeah. Nah. I'm not really happy about my picks this week. I don't want to keep doing this. I hate losing, guys. Okay. Sorry.
So I guess that's it
Sadly,
for the week.
Yeah.
Ben, did
I'm
you
not
have
even
anything
a
else you
lone
wanted
wolf this week. I'm not even a lone wolf anytime this week, except for maybe the Liz match.
to add? No, I'm taking that lone wolf off you this week. Twice,
Yeah.
I think. Wait, no,
I think
definitely
so.
Hannah. There's no way Matt's not picking Sol. I'd
Yeah.
be shocked. So definitely with Hannah, and then also with JTE. So we'll see. Could be a good week. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Also, football's back. Just wanted to mention that. Well done, Liverpool. We've got to come off to a win. Just want to put that back.
Nice.
Anyway,
Hope Manchester gets a few wins.
that's it. That's it for this week in your show. I want to say a massive thank you to Ben for creating that awesome intro. That really made me smile and has made my week. You know, and thanks again for watching, Thomas, Leo, everyone else who joined for a little bit. As I said, you know, we may not have hundreds and thousands of viewers, but like, I don't care about that. I just like to talk Schmoe down with you guys and have you guys get involved, and it's really great. So thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week to see how the week panned out and see if I'm still in the lead or if Teresa's caught me up. You could feasibly tie me, actually.
Why do you keep jinxing me? Stop. I know.
I'm just saying.
But it just, no, it's not like, stop it. Stop it.
Definitely
I could
possible.
also be 6 points behind you, and Matt could be in the second place. Yeah? Okay.
So
Please
many
not.
possibilities.
His punishment is horrible.
I feel like Doctor Strange in Infinity War when he like has that little moment when he's going through all the possibilities of what could happen.
Oh,
And it's like 5 billion to 1. And like that's what could happen if you tie me next week. Like that's the chances.
it could.
Oh, really?
It could. But
Anyway,
I don't
yes,
know.
thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next week, same time, 8 o'clock. You're Schmoe. Thank you guys. See you later.
All our
Bye.
socials in the description.
Thank you.
Please follow us.
We're dancing, but there's music, so it's really awkward. But it's good.